Hello, everybody. I'm Cadet Bola,
And I'm Cadet Ashok.
and we're from the Captain Bud Jackson Squadron.
Today we'll be explaining the effects of space on the human body.
We will detail why it is important to know the effects of space as well as what these effects or risks are.
Understanding the effects of space on the body is important for a future where we move into deep space exploration. NASA has already been doing this research for nearly 50 years with the Human Research Program, the results of which have been used to develop devices and procedures to preserve the health of astronauts during their missions.
The famous twin study was conducted to further provide valuable information. In the study, Scott Kelly, an astronaut, spent almost a year in the space station, while his twin brother Mark Kelly, as a control, stayed on Earth. Important psychological and physiological data was collected.
NASA has created an acronym known as RURGE that breaks down the 5 main hazards an astronaut can face due to long duration space travel.
R is for space radiation. Space radiation refers to any radiation present in space. On Earth, we are faced with some form of radiation every day, but the magnetic field and the atmosphere shields us from most of the space radiation. In space, there is nothing to shield astronauts. Radiation usually causes long-term effects such as cancer and degenerative diseases. In space, where the radiation may be different to any radiation we face on Earth, the effects can be even more profound.
I stands for isolation and confinement. One of the more psychological hazards, isolation and confinement discusses the challenges of being cooped up in a relatively small space for a year or more. This hazard also includes astronauts needing to get a good amount of sleep when they can, and that the select few astronauts can work well together. Isolation and confinement can lead to loneliness and anxiety. It can also lead to increased levels of stress and some psychological disorders, such as depression or personality disorders.
D is for distance from Earth. It's no surprise that any space mission will require astronauts to be incredibly far from home. Not only can this have psychological effects, but astronauts will also be tasked with slower communication speeds with mission control if something goes wrong. For longer missions, astronauts also have to carry other food and medical supplies.
G stands for gravity fields. On a space mission to Mars, astronauts will work in Earth's gravity, zero gravity, and Mars's gravity. Transitioning between and adapting to different amounts of gravity is difficult. It affects vital motor skills such as coordination. Zero gravity can also cause loss of muscle mass and vision problems.
E is for hostile or closed environments. The environment in a spacecraft has a huge impact on the astronauts that inhabit it. Space can change characteristics of the numerous microorganisms that come aboard the spacecraft. In addition, stress hormone and immune system function is changed in space. These two factors can lead to increased susceptibility to illnesses and allergies.
Thank you for watching. Here are our sources.